Ah, yes, Wonderland. What a wonderful place to be at this time of day. Cheshire's on stage, Queenie's on stage.
Spin, 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 spin,
spin, spin, spin, spin, spin.
Rabbit is right here.
I won't deny, I genuinely do enjoy having the interactions between us and, well, the customers. It brings a sense of unity, if you will. I'm glad that this time Chessie and Queenie are currently on stage, so I can interact on my own. It's very rare, but when it happens, I do take the time to, well, prioritize whatever customers are in the restaurant. 1 minute, please. Florence?
Rabbit! Pleasure to see you, Rabbit, my dear. I need your help with something very important.
Florence is here. What chaos will be ensued? I wonder. I'm excited. What could this mean? What could this mean?
Well, we currently are running the restaurant, but,
Yes, but these people don't matter. They're entertained by Queenie and Cheshire. Come.
Yes.
Lovely to see the cafe up and running as usual, though. What a wonderful place it is. I love it here. Except at night. It gets a little boring at night. Even though that's when they're the most active. Yes. See. You see this vast expanse?
Yes. What about it?
Try touching it.
Yes, I can touch it. I can go all the way over here, but what about it?
Try touching further. You know, Rabbit, when I programmed you with logic and reasoning, I didn't expect you to be quite so literal when I said further. I thought you'd go, more further. Like a whole,
You said to go a
10
little
feet
further.
or so.
There you go.
You've moved
you're
a
the one
meter.
What? I swear, if Florence is just doing this again, just because he wants to see me shut down, I won't lie. Then once again, I've been pranked by Florence.
This clearly isn't working the same way I thought it was going to be.
Yes.
Holy shit.
That will be an issue on its own.
No. Logical fallacies, defeating my own argument.
Yes, it will.
It's fine. Alright, Rabbit, come to me.
Because you set up a boundary where if we cross over, we cannot do anything.
No, it won't.
Remember?
Detail exactly why it will be an issue.
Again, that will provide an issue, considering the fact.
And if you're deactivated, I'll just reactivate
I'm
you
not
when
so
you're
sure
back
about
inside.
this, Florence. This...
So therefore, come to me.
You're always 100% sure. Are you sure about that?
I'm 100% sure. It's fine.
The more I stand there and stare, the more I'm realizing there's a lot of issues that are about to happen, and I'm very much afraid of what this new thing is. For all I know, it could blow up or start a fire again. I just really hope it doesn't.
And I'm never wrong.
Are you sure about that?
100%. Now come here. Just one step at a time. It's like walking. In fact, it's exactly like walking, because you're walking over here. One foot in front of the other. It's not a tightrope. If you fall over, you'll be hit into the ground with a hard smack. You're very heavy.
Oh.
Do I need to baby you, Rabbit? Do I need to hold your hand?
I've made it this far.
That you have.
I guess.
I'm getting impatient. Come here. Come.
Okay, hey, what are you doing? Hey, Florence,
Holding your hand. Let's go. Come on. This way. And further. Ta-da! Why was it that hard to cross the fucking street?
You... Wait, huh? This... I'm... not deactivating.
That is correct.
I'm... fine? Florence, what did you do?
Rabbit needs to chill. This was a fine experiment. I don't know what's going on with them. It's fine. Nothing can possibly go wrong. Trust me. I'm a doctor. I'm not really. I'm an engineer by trade. I don't have a doctorate. I should go to school for a doctorate. What's the easiest doctorate I could probably get? Psychology. I'm already a master at some psychological subjects, such as memory loss. I was right, Rabbit. 100% of the time, it works 80% of the time.
I would have chosen more 50-50 since you tend to be more of a coin flip than anything, but continue.
A coin flip. A coin flip's not balanced. You see, one side has more engraving than the other.
But
And there's also
coin...
the chance of it landing on its side. Nobody ever takes that into account. So realistically,
What?
it's more of like a
40, 40, and 20?
split. Dude, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. Don't question me. What?
Never mind. Anyways, continue.
I've reprogrammed you. Not your personality by any means. No, that would defeat my logical argument. Very
Yes, I
logical.
was
Very
going to
smart.
say then, because if you did, then that would mean that those two need to be reprogrammed.
As a matter of fact, they do. But not their personalities. No. Just the distance that they can walk.
So now we can walk.
Well, you've always had the ability to walk. It's just how far.
Okay, walking without restriction. So now we can actually go places. See, I see the benefits going outside, but at the same time, we're talking about Chessie and Queenie. Queenie, for all we know, can get lost and misread a Google Maps. Chessie, I don't know, could accidentally start a building fire? Maybe, I don't know, summon Cthulhu? I can't tell you. Anything could happen at this point, and I don't know, Florence. This is all bad.
Well, I wouldn't say without restrictions per se. It's just a matter of, well, you need to stick together. Safety in numbers and all.
Okay,
Especially
but
with Cheshire around.
how did you
I'm
do
not
it?
sure what he'll get up to. What do you mean?
That's-
How did I do it? I placed the restriction on the cafe in the first place. I can lift it.
You know what?
It's not that difficult.
Fair enough.
I'm a fucking genius.
I'm fully aware since you periodically, constantly have to remind me, even I don't ask for it.
Yes, I shouldn't need to remind you, but you seem to forget, despite me programming you with the ability to not forget.
Yes, which is a good code, but also a flawed one at that.
You say flaw, I say feature.
I say flaw, you for some reason say happy accident.
Potato. So yes,
Okay.
this is a wonderful experimentation.
But
You see?
you
But
don't
what?
think this is gonna cause some issues? I mean, myself, you know that I won't get into mischief. I mean, when was the last time you heard me get into mischief? But the other two, are you sure this is a good idea? I mean, don't get me wrong, this is nice that I can wander beyond, the walls and the grounds of the place, but having the Wonder Hard animatronics roam free, there could be issues.
There won't be, though. I said earlier, if you were paying attention like the rabbit you're supposed to be, and you will have to stick together in group. Safety in numbers. Yeah, just gets repetitive after a while. That's why I made it so they can go on walks, so you can experience more of the joys of the world. It's, maybe it'll be a less boring change of scenery, Cut to a establishing shot.
Both of you to assume I can, tame Chessie, and Queenie won't be going off snapping pictures saying, "Oh, look at this! Oh, look at that! What's this? What's this?" Like, there's something in the air.
Don't you worry about that, Rabbit. I've got it under control. I'm 100% sure that it will work 60% of the time.
And what about when we need to get back into the restaurant? You do realize that's going to take time.
Fail-safes. Fail-safes are in place.
So you've thought of everything this time?
Everything I could possibly think of. Everything that you've thought of, I've probably thought of.
So restrictions fail safe in case we need to go charging to automatically return here. Battery reserves on emergency need.
I need to buy more Duracell.
I forget that's how we're powered every now and then. For
Batteries.
mercy. You could have done anything else other than the batteries?
Anything else is expensive, Rabbit. You must know this.
I mean,
What, do you want me to be fancy? Build a giant mega corporation filled to the brim with power banks so that you can walk in, recharge yourself, walk out, and go about your merry way? No,
I was
that
just going
takes time and energy.
as much as I should respect my creator, which, you know, I should, Florence just has a knack of talking my ear off. I mean, seriously, all I can do is just stare and question it. Not that it's boring, but it's more like information that I either know or don't need, or it's information that I hear and it doesn't make sense. I don't know where they get it from. Or they just continue talking and sometimes it's just nice when they're not there, and with Newbie, I get that peace and quiet. Those 5 minutes of quietness is all I need. I was going to insist on doing sun-powered.
Reusable energy is inefficient. Or at the very least, it's very slow. Have you seen how many solar panels are needed to power at least one TV? It's more than you think.
No.
I thought it'd be just the one. Just a big one. But no, it's more than that. Because the sun, you see the sun, it goes down at night. And then the moon rises. And unfortunately, the moon is but a mirror, and it can only affect so much of the sun's glorious rays.
You know what? I can't argue with that logic.
Exactly. Very logical.
Alright, Florence, well, I'll bite. But in the end, what purpose is it for, first of all? Because I don't really see an appeal to us wandering outside. I mean, yes, there's some things I would like to explore, but
I'd rather you burn down someone else's house than the restaurant.
you do realize that's not me doing that, right?
I meant you as in plural. You, the gang.
I don't want it to burn down again, Florence. Greatly appreciated, and I can see
That's the
that.
point of the sprinkler system.
Which you now implemented. Okay, fine. Are you gonna tell Newbie this, since you've been avoiding them?
I'll leave a note for them. Something to let them know how to take you on walkies.
Walkies? Like, where a dog? Are going on walks? Florence, did you make this system to treat us like pets?
You are animals, are you not?
Yes.
Oh, walkies it is. Also, Cheshire seems to be getting very bored very quickly, so we need something to,
Stimulate. Yes, I'm fully aware of that. Which I've been trying to tell you for a while, but you've been ignoring those letters.
You've been telling me to reprogram his personality. There's a key difference in increasing stimulation and changing his personality entirely.
When I give you my report on what happens sometimes, I hope you are aware that I include everything in there. Do you just read the first part and just ignore the rest?
It's a long list.
Is this why sometimes I find you doing origami?
You need to learn how to write shorthand.
I'll ask Queenie how to do this stupid texting moniker short... whatever the thing is that they
How
do.
is Queenie getting along with that phone, by the way? I saw it on the business expenses and I didn't want to question it.
Well, you'll be happy to know that Queenie is actually doing really amazing as the social media manager. In a very weird sense, you should have done this sooner.
So you're saying I'm a genius and Queenie's personality is perfect and doesn't need reprogramming at all. Fantastic news, Rabbit!
said
What a wonderful day full of wonderful news. I'm
Okay.
so glad we had this talk. You know what? As a reward...
Yes.
I was about to say that I won't wipe your memory, but I can't really do that. That'll leave an unfair advantage towards Cheshire and Queenie now that you know what you're capable of.
Well, I won't tell them you know this. Florence, come on.
Rabbit, come on. I know.
The only person I would tell, if anything, would be Newbie. What about that?
Trouble is, Cheshire hears everything. So does Queenie. And if you end up telling Buttercup what's going on, then it's only a matter of time before Cheshire or Queenie pries it out of them.
You're gonna make me forget this, huh?
Yep, stand still.
What? Wait, Florence,
It's such a relief to finally just After being nagged by Rabbit, it's such a relief to finally have them be quiet for like 5 minutes. They'll be up and about again, but like, God, they're so capable of causing headaches. It's quite uncanny, actually. You know, you'd think that Cheshire would be the one to cause the most migraines, but it's actually Rabbit with the ability to talk your ear off. Though, I do wonder where they get that from. Not really. I know exactly where they get that from.
I wonder what happened. I remember I was interacting with the customer. I saw Florence for a bit. Next thing I knew, I came back and Florence was saying goodbye. I must have gone back to stage mode without my knowledge. Then again, I usually don't keep track of that. But I hope Florence didn't say anything important to me. Who knows?
Let's get you slowly back into the cafe. So, God, you're heavy. Why did I have to make you out of metal? I could have made you out of wood or something like plastic. There goes me thinking about redesigns. Oh, maybe I should apply that to the new one. Oh, this is taking forever. When can we cut to commercials?